And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now here's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy that has some precision into him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. These two teams all tied after 1. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The throw complete to Dorsett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard Patriot first down.
Go, 50, plant. 61, matchbox, life. Ready?
4 down, a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Uses the stiff arm. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank.
Travis Kelce, the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 77 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays. happen. It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Don't get nervous. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Go.
They'll toss it to Fournette. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Back to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bravo.
Here's 2nd and 8. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Fournette fighting through. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
I got 15. I can call 132 fight. Yellow. Get outside. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
7.
2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
15. Let's go.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come yellow. Come get some.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All day, every day, any day.
Now back to throw. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
They'll look to throw. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Second and 6. Dorsett making the catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That's what I'm talking about. Not this one.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Brings up fourth down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
34 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moss. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Here's Mahomes to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Protein spell. Get it.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Let's go. Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Ready, set. 6-6. Bullet high. Check safety. Check safety. Let's go.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Right 58 right there. Here we go. Let's bring it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots get a score closer. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Let's go, boys.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for Kansas City, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. Ace jump to